Hi everyone, Linda from Let's Talk Prepping. And I want to talk tonight about how close are we to the edge of the cliff? Are we just peeking over the edge and seeing what's down there? Are we ready to take the great fall over the edge? Or are just little pieces crumbling off? And as they crumble off, we take a step back, and then another piece crumbles, and another piece crumbles. So I want you to think about how close we are to the edge of that cliff. And is it just going to crumble piece by piece or just totally break apart on us? But once you peek over that cliff, you're going to see it's time to get ready. And if you're not bracing for impact, it's time to start. And you know from the WEF and the people in charge, they need all of these things to happen to make it impossible to live without the government's help. They want you under their control, under their thumb. They need us to accept all of these things like we did during the pandemic and obey them without question. They need us desperate and willing to do everything they say to survive. So here are some of the things that we're facing. These are the little pieces that are crumbling apart beneath our feet. The border crisis. I mean, that's terrible right now. And so many illegals are coming in, and you know if certain people get into power, they're going to give them the right to vote. It's just a big mess. And I've heard they're kicking veterans out of hotels and putting the illegals in now. So that just goes to show you what they think of the U.S. citizen and of our veterans. Our current banking crisis is terrible. They want us to do our banking at the big banks because once you are in the big banks, then they're in charge and they can bring in the digital currency, and that's their ultimate goal, to bring in that digital currency, and the big banks will conspire with them to do that. And now we have the BRICS, of course, the BRIC nations, ready to usher in their own gold-backed currency. And the dollar will be toast, as will our way of life. Everything will be just falling apart right then. That's going to be more than a little crumble at the end of the cliff. The food supply in America is a mess. We've got the lack of fertilizer. The supply chain is still not working properly. We had the bird flu. We have fires taking down processing plants. They're trying to put that mRNA vaccine in all the farm animals and even in vegetables. They've got lab-grown meat. We've got pollution and contaminants in our food supply. And of course, they want us to eat bugs. That way, they can control the food. Once they control the food, they control the people. And green energy is another thing that we're going to see when we look over that cliff. It's unsustainable right now. Maybe eventually in the future it'll be sustainable, but right now it's unsustainable. They're removing the fossil fuels. Coal-burning plants are being shut down. They're not letting us drill for oil. And now we have gas stoves being outlawed in some states, and even wood-burning stoves are being outlawed in some states. We have some medicines in short supply because almost all of our medicine is made in China or India. That means we have to depend upon them to get our life-saving medicines. That's just another thing that they have under their control. We always have threats of a new pandemic right and left. They're always talking about, oh, there's going to be a pandemic here. We have our children being brainwashed in schools. They're not learning anything. They're way behind when compared to other countries, but they're brainwashing them. We've got violence in the street. We've got the DAs in some cities releasing criminals. And these are criminals who have not just done some minor crime, they've done major crimes, and they're releasing them. We've got theft in many of the stores, and many stores are closing now. We have the threats of upcoming war with China, Russia, or both. It's a very real possibility. So this is what you see when you kind of look over that cliff. Will it all come crashing down, or will there just be more things added piece by piece? Will you wake up one morning and find out your money is worthless? Little by little, things are deteriorating. Some predict it'll be sudden and devastating, and others say, no, it's going to be slow and it's going to take a long time. You have to decide what you think is possible. And you still have time to prepare, and you should be preparing. I have so many videos on this channel on how to prep and what to prep. I truly believe that prepping will be the only way to save yourself and your family. So please start prepping now or keep prepping. You can't be like the masses, the oblivious masses, and expect things to get better, because they won't. Those in charge won't let them. It's a worldwide movement to control us and to give them power over us, so they can't let it get any better. So prep as much as you can. So tell everyone who will listen to get ready now, because it's going to be way too late when it all comes crashing down. So please subscribe, please like the video, and comment and let me know what you think and how it's going to crash, all at once or bit by bit. And thanks so much for watching.